Amy Roloff has died. Goodbye, Amy, the heartbreaking final chapter of a Little People, Big World star. I am Olivia. I hope you are well. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The world of reality television is in mourning. Fans of Little People, Big World woke up to devastating headlines. Amy Roloff hospitalized quickly spiraled into the even more shocking update: Amy Roloff has died. For over 20 seasons, Amy Roloff has been a cornerstone of one of America's most beloved reality shows, chronicling the trials and triumphs of her extraordinary family. But no one saw this coming. Just days ago, she was seen smiling in a photo with her husband, Marek, and attending a local fundraiser. Now the matriarch is gone, leaving millions heartbroken. In this emotional video, we'll take you through Amy's final days, the events that led up to her hospitalization, and the heartbreaking moments that followed. We'll revisit her legacy, the outpouring of love from fans and friends, and the future of the Roloff family. This is not just a story about tragedy. It's a celebration of a woman who inspired millions, who lived with strength, grace, and unwavering courage. It all started on a seemingly ordinary afternoon. Amy Roloff had been active on social media, posting about gardening and her recent baking projects. She'd been promoting her cookbook and even scheduled a few meet and greets with fans in Oregon. But behind the scenes, something was wrong. Sources close to the family say Amy had been feeling off for a few days. She complained about shortness of breath and fatigue, one family insider shared. At first, she thought it was just stress or maybe a cold. But it escalated quickly. On July 25th, Amy was rushed to a local hospital after collapsing at her home. Marek, her husband, was reportedly the one who called 911. According to early medical reports, Amy had suffered a cardiac episode. She was admitted to the ICU and placed under constant observation. News of her hospitalization spread like wildfire. Fans poured into social media, sending thoughts, prayers, and desperate hopes for a recovery. Kelsey released a brief statement asking for privacy and confirming that Amy was receiving the best possible care. Matt Roloff, Amy's ex-husband and co-star, flew back from Arizona immediately. Zach and Jeremy, her twin sons, were already by her side. Even Molly and Jacob, who tend to keep private lives, were seen entering the hospital that evening. Despite aggressive treatment, Amy's condition deteriorated overnight. Doctors confirmed that she had experienced multiple organ complications stemming from the cardiac event. By the morning of July 26th, the Roloff family was informed that her chances of survival were slim. "They made the impossible decision," said a close family friend. Amy was taken off life support on her own terms, surrounded by her family, holding Chris's hand. At exactly 3:14 p.m., Amy Jo Roloff passed away peacefully. She was 61 years old. The hospital staff honored her with a Code Angel tribute, a symbolic moment used to recognize the passing of someone who impacted lives far beyond the hospital walls. Nurses stood silent in the hallway as Amy was wheeled out, draped in a white cloth. News of her death was announced via a joint statement by the Roloff family. "With broken hearts, we share that our beloved Amy passed away this afternoon, surrounded by love. She lived a life of compassion, authenticity, and joy. Amy's legacy will live on in every life she touched." Amy Roloff was more than just a reality TV star. Born in 1962 with achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism, Amy faced a world not built for people like her. But she refused to let that define her limits. She graduated from Central Michigan University, became a teacher, and married Matt Roloff in 1987. Together, they built a farm and raised 4 children: Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob. In 2006, Little People, Big World premiered on TLC, giving America a window into the highs and lows of a family navigating life with dwarfism. Amy became an instant fan favorite. Her gentle spirit, honesty, and humor captivated viewers for nearly 2 decades. Over the years, fans watched Amy tackle divorce, new love, family conflict, and personal growth. Her transition from being married to Matt to finding love again with Marek was a storyline that resonated deeply with viewers. She also used her platform to raise awareness about disability rights, bullying, and self-worth. She launched the Amy Roloff Charity Foundation, which supported causes ranging from veteran support to children with disabilities. Even off-screen, Amy lived her truth. She authored cookbooks, ran baking workshops, and hosted motivational events. Her kitchen became a symbol of comfort, warmth, and resilience. The Roloff children have each responded in their own way. Zach wrote, "I lost my mom, my mentor, my cheerleader. She believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Thank you, Mom, for teaching me to stand tall no matter what." Jeremy posted a photo of Amy at the farm with the caption, "Heaven gained an angel. We'll carry your legacy with every harvest, every laugh, every step." Molly, who rarely speaks out publicly, posted, "Mom was the quiet strength in our family. She was gentle but fierce. I'm proud to be her daughter." Jacob shared a longer message, focusing on Amy's wisdom and activism. "Mom taught me to question everything, to fight for what's right, and to never shrink myself to make others comfortable. She was powerful, even in silence." Matt Roloff shared his own tribute despite their complicated past. "Amy and I built a life together. We raised amazing kids. We created something that touched people all over the world. She was the heart of the Roloff farm. I will miss her deeply." Chris Marek, now Amy's widower, posted, "She was the love of my life. The last few years with Amy were the happiest of mine. I don't know how to do this without her, but I'll try for her." Fans around the world lit virtual candles in her honor. Memorials sprung up at Roloff Farms overnight, with flowers, handwritten notes, and pictures placed along the fence. Messages like "Thank you, Amy," and "You changed my life" filled social media platforms. TLC announced a special tour tribute episode titled, "Remembering Amy, a Little Person with a Big Legacy." Dozens of celebrities, activists, and former TLC cast members shared their grief. Tori Roloff, Audrey Roloff, and even former producers who worked on the show expressed their sadness and shared personal memories of Amy's kindness behind the scenes. Several disability rights organizations also released statements, honoring Amy as a voice that brought visibility and dignity to an underrepresented community. Amy Roloff may be gone, but her legacy is far from over. Roloff Farms will remain open to the public as a living memory of Amy's love for community, tradition, and family. The family is reportedly working on launching a scholarship fund in her name for young women with disabilities pursuing education. There are also talks of a final season of Little People, Big World, not to mourn her but to celebrate her life. Amy Roloff showed us that size doesn't define strength. That courage isn't loud, it's consistent. And that even the smallest person can leave the biggest mark. Rest in peace, Amy. You may have left this world, but your spirit will continue to inspire generations to come. Amy Roloff hospitalized. A critical health emergency shocks Little People, Big World fans. In a shocking and unexpected turn of events, beloved reality TV star Amy Roloff, best known for her role on TLC's Little People, Big World, has been hospitalized following a serious medical emergency. Fans around the world are left in disbelief and worry, asking the same heartbreaking question: what happened to Amy? Amy, who has inspired millions through her strength, resilience, and unwavering optimism, is now in a critical condition, fighting for her health. The Roloff family, normally open about their lives, has gone mostly silent, a move that has only fueled concerns. With limited official updates, speculation has swirled online, and many are wondering just how severe Amy's condition is. As we dig deeper into the unfolding story, we'll explore what led to this frightening situation, what we know from the family so far, and what the future may hold. How did Amy end up in the hospital? What symptoms did she show? And how are her loved ones, including ex-husband Matt Roloff, current husband Chris Marek, and her children, handling this alarming crisis? Stay with us as we unpack all the known details, the timeline leading to her hospitalization, the emotional family reactions, and the overwhelming fan support pouring in from around the globe. This is more than just a medical emergency. It's a moment that has deeply shaken one of reality TV's most cherished families. Amy Roloff's health history. To understand the seriousness of Amy Roloff's current condition, it's important to revisit her health history. Amy, born with achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism, has faced unique medical challenges throughout her life. While she has never let her condition define her, the physical strain on her bones, joints, and organs has always been an underlying concern. Over the years, fans have seen Amy undergo surgeries, manage chronic pain, and adapt to changes in mobility. Yet, despite these hurdles, she has always presented herself as strong and upbeat. Whether she was raising her children, managing the Roloff farm's pumpkin season, or walking down the aisle in her second marriage, Amy has always been admired for her grit and grace. But health challenges often compound with age, and Amy has not been immune. Close observers of Little People, Big World may remember times when Amy complained of fatigue, back pain, or limited movement. In one emotional episode, she discussed concerns about her long-term health, fearing she might become too dependent on others. Friends close to the family have hinted that Amy has recently been feeling more tired, more overwhelmed, and was possibly ignoring symptoms she should have taken seriously. Still, no one expected the sudden medical emergency that landed her in the hospital. Was this a culmination of long-term health issues? Or something entirely new and more dangerous? The day everything changed. Sources close to the Roloff family have begun to piece together the events that led to Amy's hospitalization. According to multiple accounts, Amy had been feeling under the weather for a few days. She had skipped a couple of public appearances and had not updated her usual social media channels, which in itself was unusual. On the morning of the incident, Amy reportedly complained to her husband Marek of severe chest pain and dizziness. She also experienced shortness of breath and had difficulty standing. Alarmed, Chris immediately called emergency services. Amy was rushed to a local hospital where she was admitted to the ICU in critical condition. Medical professionals reportedly ran a series of tests, including scans, blood work, and monitoring for cardiac distress. While the hospital has not released an official statement due to privacy laws, family members have privately confirmed that doctors are concerned about a potential cardiac event, possibly a heart attack or stroke. An insider close to the family shared, "Chris acted fast. If he hadn't called 911 when he did, the outcome could have been much worse. Right now, she's being monitored around the clock." The hospital has placed Amy in a high-dependency unit where she is receiving intensive care. As of this writing, she remains in serious but stable condition, though doctors have cautioned that the next 48 to 72 hours are critical. The family reacts. The Roloff family has been shaken to its core by the emergency. Marek, Amy's husband, has reportedly not left her side. According to a family friend, Chris is distraught but holding it together for Amy. He's been in constant communication with Amy's children, Zach, Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, all of whom are rallying around their mother. Zach and Tori Roloff, who live nearby, were among the first to arrive at the hospital. They brought their 3 children along, whom Amy adores and frequently babysits. In an emotional moment, Zach reportedly broke down in tears in the waiting room. Jeremy and Audrey flew in immediately after hearing the news, even postponing work and media commitments. Audrey posted a short message on her Instagram story, "Please pray for Amy. We love her more than words." Molly, who rarely appears in the public eye, also made a rare appearance, flying in with her husband. Jacob and his wife Isabel posted a candle emoji and a heart, signaling quiet support during this tense time. Matt Roloff, Amy's ex-husband and longtime co-star, has also expressed concern. Though their relationship has been complicated, Matt visited the hospital and is said to have offered assistance to Chris and the children. "No matter our differences, Amy is family," he told one reporter. "She's strong. She'll pull through." The outpouring of support from fans has been immense. Messages with hashtags like #PrayForAmyRoloff and #ToMamy have trended on social media. TLC released a brief statement. "We are in contact with the Roloff family and hope for Amy's full recovery." Fan support and public reaction. Fans of Little People, Big World are devastated by the news of Amy's condition. For many, she has been a role model for perseverance, motherhood, and self-confidence. Social media has exploded with tributes, prayers, and well wishes. Facebook fan pages have been flooded with comments like, "Amy is the heart of LPBW. We're praying non-stop. She's a fighter. I know she'll come out of this stronger. This is heartbreaking. I've watched her since I was a teenager. A vigil was reportedly held outside Roloff Farms by local fans who brought flowers, candles, and get-well cards. Several people even left messages at the farm gate for Chris and the family to read. Amy's charitable foundation has also seen a surge in donations, with many fans